School should be a safe place, but in Britain, a disturbing number of pupils in class are armed with knives and knuckle dusters. A recent nationwide study shows 400 children a day are being suspended because of their threatening behaviour. RT's Sarah Firth met a youth worker for whom violence at school was a normality.
I had teachers that said things like, you probably end up in a dead-end job or in prison. You'd be lucky to be alive when you're 16. Those kids will feel like, you know what, I'll carry this gun, I'll carry this knife. I know for a fact my teacher ain't going to say anything about it.
A stark insight into the reality facing some of Britain's school children. Despite having one of the best education systems in the world, the latest research estimates that up to 4 pupils a day are caught with weapons in British schools. Guns, knives and knuckle dusters, just some of the items confiscated by police.
I remember when I was secondary school and I was playing football and someone brought a gun to the school. I heard, oh my God, he's got a shotgun. Turn around behind me and I see this person with a shotgun about to fire it.
Schools are supposed to be a safe, secure environment where the focus is on education, but figures have revealed that hundreds of weapons are being seized in schools every year. With the number of violent incidents on the rise, the reality for many schools across the UK is that your classmate can quickly become your enemy and the school playground can be a dangerous place. But it's not only the pupils who are subject to violence. In London alone, there's been more than 4,000 assaults on teachers by pupils over the past 5 years. It's a shocking indication of the levels of violence in school.
It becomes normal to you and you get involved in this, you get sucked into this lifestyle thinking violence is the best approach, if that makes sense.
Must be really scary.
Like I said, it's just like waking up in the morning and going for a run, yeah? After a while, it becomes normal to you.
Stephen's now working with youth charity XLP. Set up in 1996 after a school stabbing, founder Patrick Regan has been helping young people tackle gun culture and violence.
I remember a kid coming up to me wearing a bulletproof vest underneath his school uniform. He said, I'll be dead by Thursday. According
to Patrick, it's early intervention, which is key.
Prison is £40,000 a year. A young person's secure unit is £165,000 a year. A murder can be £1 million a year to investigate. So actually, you know, if we intervene earlier, keep kids in education, keep that sense of a safe place, an environment where they can grow and flourish, then it's far better. And that doesn't take into consideration the emotional costs. You know, I have to deal with people who've lost their sons and their daughters to gun and knife crime, and you can't put a cost on that, so we have to address it earlier.
The problem of violence in schools is not a new one, but it's not something you're likely to read about in a school prospectus, and it's particularly acute in the country's deprived inner cities.
Of course, schools on the whole do not want the public to know that they have a problem with children bringing weapons onto the premises, so they do not readily give the information. So I guess the problem is significant.
Although teachers can now search pupils if they suspect they're carrying a weapon, many feel politicians are still failing to sit up and take notice. And until more is done to address the problem, the children who attend these schools will continue to learn these lessons in violence. Sarah Firth, RT, London.